Hey guys, Billy Joe Jim Bob here, and I want to recreate my channel, so I'm going to start a new name. I'm going to get a new name for this channel, and I'm doing reviews. This is my first review. Without further ado, here we go with the review of what happened tonight. Billy Joe Jim Bob here, and I am the man behind this review. And it is the best review in the world. Now, without further ado, when we first started, of course, Stephanie McMahon and Triple H had to have their way. So they come out to talk. Stephanie McMahon was called this owner and this thing, and she was just being a bitch, basically. John Cena come out there. They gave him the W2, a lot of bombshells tonight. I'm going to lay them out throughout this throughout this review right here. I'm going to lay them out all through the match. All through the whole show. There was just bombshells, things I had never seen in WWE that I wanted to see and I was glad to see. One in particular is the start. Okay, after John Cena comes out, he starts talking his stuff and he tells them how it is. He wants the hard way. I wish the old Triple H would come back, and if you do too, please comment below. About that. I want the old Triple H back, the one who was against authority like John Cena. He was the same man in this position 7 years ago, 6 years ago. He was really the same man. Him and Shawn Michaels were in DX at one point, and they were against authority, and that's how it was. But now he's changed, we got to deal with it. But anyway, John Cena stuck up and said, I'm going to take it all the way. So they done a match. They said, hey, tonight's main event's going to be a tag team match between the Fatal 4-Way. They also, this is another bombshell, they announced a Fatal 4-Way for the championship, WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which I wish they would split them, but they're not going to split them. So, WWE World Heavyweight Championship match, Fatal 4-Way at Battleground, and I believe it's going to be one of the best. I hope Roman Reigns wins, which I love John Cena, and I'm glad. Well, if you look at John Cena, let's talk. They said something about one away from being the most time tied. Well, Ric Flair took a lot of his career to get those. John Cena said he's going to be here to the end until he gets injured for life or whatever he's given to this business. And he's already made it to 15. How many more do you think John Cena? Comment below and tell me how many more you think John Cena's got in him. How many more years and how many more championships of the WWE will he win to gain above Ric Flair's status? I believe he's a legend already, but he's a legend in the making anyway. I believe Randy Orton's a legend. But on to more things. As John Cena was walking out and proved his point to the authority, Seth Rollins walks in, and when they said, oh, if that don't work, if you survive the Fatal 4-Way, there's always a backup plan. Money in the Bank. And man, this was the best part. Okay, he comes out, he looks at Cena like this, and he had that devious look like Edge always has. Okay, he walks to the ring, Rob Van Dam comes out, and Rob Van Dam and him goes through a whole new match. And I gotta say, doing the moves he did right there, just made me really. Rob Van Dam is a person that I really just basically, my personal interest, he's one of the best WWE superstars or any wrestler ever to live. Like, he's one of the best. He's one of the best high flyers, death defiers, everything, you know. And I'm just going to say that he is the man and he will always be the man. But I will say this. Seth Rollins had to win this match tonight to engrave himself as, hey, I'm a championship contender. I'm the one who won Money in the Bank last night. I know I cheated to win, but I'm not going to admit it, and I have to win tonight. So they had to let him win tonight, because if he didn't win, it would kind of prove that was a fluke last night, that he don't really deserve it anyway, but it would prove, you know what I'm saying, it would prove him not valuable into the equation. He had to beat RVD. Which was a good match. It was a good, okay match. It was a fair match. It was a good. Next up, what happened next? After that, he started talking about, and she, the announcer was talking to him and called him Seth Rollins, like his real name is. Well, he says get it right, touch, which I think he needs to take that out. That's like little kid talk, you know. That tis stuff, I mean, that's little kid talk. And basically, Dean Ambrose come up on the screen, which my opinion that Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are really trained on the mic. They're really well. So Roman Reigns okay, but he's not as good as Dean Ambrose or Seth Rollins. And I think this rivalry's been building up for a little bit more than when they were Shield. But they are, I mean, Dean Ambrose is one of the most devious and greatest. I cannot wait to see what comes from him, because I believe he is a man on top. And let's see what goes on next. Oh yeah, the Diva match between the Bella and the Funkadactyls. It went, but before that, on the WWE app, if you don't know what it is, you need to go get it and do it from the WWE app. It's free. It's amazing. I love the app. Anyway, we was watching, and one of the Funkadactyls actually got all up in a roar and stuff. And she got up in a roar and was acting like she was better than everybody. And I was like, what the hell is this woman doing? But anyway, bottom line is, she was acting all prissy. And when they got in the ring, she got to the point she beat down. And she tagged in. And then bottom line out, done the special move, and the Funkadactyls won the match. Then the two went at it. And I mean went at it. They were like, they're the sisters, and they went at it. And I thought they were really going to fight until the ref. I don't know what the ref said to them. I really wasn't reading his lips. But he said something to them that made them back up. And she was like that, you know, like girls go, you know, back in the 5th grade, they go, get away from me, talk to the hand. Walked on. Okay. I got to say, when the Usos came out tonight, I liked it, really. But I believe the hands will change at Battleground. I believe more than just one hand's going to change. I believe that the Wyatts are going to be the ones with the Intercontinental Championship and the Tag Team Championships. But the Wyatts had to win tonight. They have pushed Usos last night over the Wyatts. And now they had to win tonight to prove to themselves. The Wyatts needed this win to prove to everybody that that was not a real good show of them. It was a good match, great match, and this match was great. I loved every minute of it. It was a great match overall. Eric Rowan was good. Bray Wyatt was good. Luke Harper was good. Jimmy and Jay was good. Sheamus was good. I love the brogue kick. Oh my God, I love the brogue kick. It was a great brogue kick. But Eric Rowan got the best of that. And then one of the Usos just jumped over the top rope, down on to Eric Rowan. And it was up against that barricade. I'm sure his shoulder hurts. And I hope he gets better with that. I don't know if he got injured or not. Or I know he probably felt pain from that. I mean, wrestling might be scripted or whatever you want to say, but it's still a grueling and tiring thing to do. But anyway, I liked, so far in the show, I was liking it. Then I started hearing about this guy was coming to Raw. He was a former WWE champion. And I was getting excited. You know, I was thinking Ric Flair. I was thinking Legend status. I should have thought earlier than Legend. I mean, later than Legends. And, I don't know, modern eras. And I really thought it was going to be somebody else. And it maybe could have been somebody else from 10 years ago. I don't know. But I just really was looking forward to something. And then Damien Sandow come out and he acted like he was Vince McMahon, which I gotta say, Vince McMahon has only let one other person other than Damien, so two people ever do this. So it shows respect from Vince McMahon. And he put himself in the match. I was like, what a way to put yourself in the match. Then Stephanie comes on there and says, how dare you and stuff. And I wish he would have won the match. But Great Khali come out there, one chop, and Damien was down. What pissed me off about that is really, like, Damien Sandow has showed a lot more toughness than to go down from one hit. It don't matter if it's a finisher or not. He showed a lot more toughness than that, but that was how it's supposed to go. They counted 1, 2, 3, and that was over with. As you know, Dolph Ziggler and Fandango had a match. Layla was, you know, with Fandango like she was because they had just made Summer Rae cry last night at Money in the Bank. Well, Michael from Kid Behind the Camera really believed that she was supposed to win and kiss Fandango, push him down like she don't need no man. Well, I think it was even better this way, and I believe he does too. Now he sees why they let Layla win, because now it turns over the story. It's going to be, I don't need a man now. Okay, she went in there and she kissed Dolph Ziggler like it was all good. And then Dolph grabs her, kisses her like, oh my God, we got, and he called it second base during the break. He called it second base on the app. And bottom line then, look at like this. As soon as he did that to her and she did that to him, Fandango was like, what are you doing, Summer? What are you doing, Summer? Summer! Summer! Acted like a little 2-year-old. Acted like he was in junior high, basically. And was like, what are you doing, Summer? And you could tell Layla was pissed. But we didn't see none of that. I wish they would have showed something on the WWE app, like a fight backstage between Layla and Fandango about it. Or something like that, but they didn't. But anyway, and really what got to me about the Rusev coming out, that was amazing. I'm glad that Rusev won last night because now it makes sense. Maybe at Battleground, him and Jack Swagger will face the Real American versus Russia, and he will beat Rusev, and that is going to be an amazing thing, and I want it to happen. And Jack Swagger and Zeb Coulter showed why they deserve to beat Rusev, because they're true Americans, and it's all about we the people. But anyway, I'm going to tell y'all that I love tonight. I was glad that Rusev Jack Swagger threw him around like he was nothing, and then threw him. He got out of the ring, got mad, and he retreated. And that showed the strength of Jack Swagger. I believe he's a bigger superstar than they give him credit for. Just like Dolph Ziggler, they don't give him enough credit. But I really do want him to be in that Battleground Battle Royal, and I really want him to win because he deserves a championship now. Because Dolph Ziggler is one of the best, and I think he can be the best. Then Stardust and Goldust came in. I really wasn't impressed against Ryback and Axel and stuff. I really was not impressed at all. I mean, Stardust, he's okay. I believe that Cody Rhodes is trying to relaunch his career because he knew the Cody Rhodes thing failed for him. I like the new moveset, though. I think he should keep the moveset but go to the old Cody Rhodes. And I believe that Goldust was a good thing, but it's not the greatest dynasty. Dusty Rhodes had the greatest dynasty for himself until he came to the WWE where I don't know if you think it, but I think they just used him as a make fun of thing because he had the polka dots. I mean, that was just something to laugh at. But Dusty Rhodes is a legend, and they should have respected him more than that and gave him a better rep. But anyway, Dusty Rhodes is one of the greatest. But Cody and Dustin, really, I know Goldust had his own thing, but Cody Rhodes should have never changed. I feel like this is the crazy thing. He's grabbing at straws, trying to relaunch his career, and I think in the end it's not going to work. But if it does, more power to him, and a lot of people like it, so more power to all y'all who like it. I mean, I'm not impressed with it, not really. But they still won. Stardust still won the match. And he had his hands up. Stardust. They just got this weird relationship, him and his brother. Weird things. Then, as it would happen, Paige, the Divas Champion, would come out. She actually tells AJ Lee when she comes out that she tells her that I'm not going to let you bait me into a match a Diva Championship match. And then she lets it happen. As soon as the fans tell her what they want, she lets it happen. Then Amazing Miracle roll-up pin. She gets Paige's title. AJ leaves the new Divas champion. And Paige is left crying in the middle of the ring. Paige, why? You said you wouldn't let her, but you did. So, I mean, you can't go back and change it. And I thought that was going to be the main event because I thought it was going to last a little longer. But then I thought, man, I've not seen many Diva main events, if any Diva main events, ever finish out a Raw's match. A Raw or SmackDown. Barely any, or if any. I don't know if they are. If there are, comment, send me the links or something because I need to see that. Then I'm going on to the main event. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the two superstars that showed up tonight out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere, but they showed up. Okay, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Kane, and Randy Orton. Triple H on ringside. At the end of the match, throughout the match, it was an okay match. I mean, really was. I mean, you didn't have really much of time. I mean, it was already at like 9:50 and the show lasted till 10, but it went past that. And it was already past that stuff, and you really got to look at the facts of they had to hurry up. So as soon as John Cena got in the ring and done all this stuff, then they started cheating, throwing him up against stuff, throwing the steel steps into him. And it was basically disqualification. John Cena and Roman Reigns won. But then, out of nowhere, okay, after that, Roman Reigns gets, after Randy Orton RKO's him in the middle of the ring, which the match didn't end there. Of course, it ended in disqualification. But he threw, Roman Reigns come in, threw him out, and went after Randy Orton. And just continuously hit Randy Orton, beat Randy Orton. I guess they went all the way to the back, because Randy Orton had returned. But after they got disqualified, once Undertaker, I mean not Undertaker, I was thinking Undertaker because of Tombstone, sorry y'all. Once Kane, honestly, Kane wrapped around and done the Tombstone, it was really over. And they were about to get it, and it looked like Triple H, I really thought that maybe a mistake had been made and John Cena needed help. Triple H was going, and I guess he was signaling, I believe this, I don't know this for sure, he might have been signaling for help, but when he said that, he might have signaled Seth Rollins. I believe he wanted it to happen right then and there for the lose the title. But just like Dean Ambrose promised, he was there to ruin it. He called, and the best thing about it, Triple H called the ref dumb and stupid. Okay, let's go on the other end of this, okay? The other end of this is right there after Dean Ambrose chased him out of the arena, which I love. I think Dean Ambrose is going to be amazing in this WWE universe right now. I think he really is. But after he chased him out, the amazing thing that happened, the thing that makes everything seem small, is Roman Reigns come in as Kane was about to finish off John Cena, probably injure him. So he, just like Daniel Bryan, had to get up the championship. And he spears him, puts him down, and then they have a stare-off. Him and Triple H have a stare-off. And it's like a minute and 30-second stare-off, just staring at each other in the eyes. Triple H finally gets down, walks around. It's the end of the thing, and Roman Reigns is still looking at him. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to leave this in the video. I'm not going to edit it because it's like little bloopers. I kind of get names mixed up sometimes. But I'm going to keep it all live and stuff. But anyway, like I said, I was going to go back and talk about the superstars that came. I wasn't expecting the Miz. I really wasn't. And it really wasn't impressing. I did tweet. He was like awesome or stuff. But he really, I mean, him returning really ain't my thing. He's just like The Rock, kind of a movie guy, wanting to be a movie guy. And then you got to think about Chris Jericho. When he turned that was the light up. Y2J, one of the best superstars ever, when he breaks the walls down. And he come in there and he was the best. He gave a code breaker, and I actually tweeted, sent to Kid Behind the Camera Lyrical old rap, and I also sent it to Tubby Emo. Man, I sent this to him. I said, the code breaker felt around the world. That was an amazing code breaker when he said that he was awesome and he thought, oh, what you gonna do and stuff. He told him shut up, and he got on the mic like he always is. He's awesome. But yeah, that was pretty much WWE tonight. And I think that 3 things really needed to happen. Wyatt's had to win. Seth Rollins had to win. And he also had to cash in the Money in the Bank, and Dean Ambrose show that he wasn't threatening, he was promising, and he was going to keep his promise throughout it all. But anyway, y'all, this is Billy Joe Jim Bob until I change the name. But anyway, y'all, this has been the best that you will see, and the best that there will be. The best review room, home of the best review man, the best review ever. Billy Joe Jim Bob out.